Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live. Shout out to everybody joining us on Monday, August 4th, 2025. Um, what a day. What a day. What a night. Obviously, last night was SummerSlam, and I appreciate you guys all joining me live on YouTube. I'm running the show solo today, so we're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to have a good conversation. And as always, if you guys like more streams, if you guys like more videos, your thumbs up on the stream would be really appreciated. If you guys like my content, and you guys show love to my content, just know you are appreciated. Excuse me, sorry, I'm just adjusting the mic. Because yeah, obviously, we talk about wrestling every single day on this channel, and we talk about a whole bunch of stuff. We just dropped a news video as well, which contains a lot of details on the Brock Lesnar return. If you guys didn't watch it, I definitely suggest you guys check it out. It's a very good video, a lot of good details on there, plus an AEW announcement, stuff like that. But I think a lot of people are reading this headline. I'm looking at the chat, and I think a lot of people are in the chat are saying, "Oh, it's the end of WWE." No. What I'm saying is this is the end of WWE as you know it, and because WWE solidified something that I think a lot of people really aren't. Okay, there we go. I think there we go. Much better. Nope. Okay. Ango versus the mic. What a battle we got. But no, my philosophy is it's the end of WWE as we know it. And the reason for that is largely due to the fact that WWE is changing the way that they're doing things. WWE is no longer pandering to people. And that's why we got to talk about it. And we're going to have a very fruitful conversation. I'll be interacting with you guys throughout the entire stream. We have a couple hundred people already watching. So if you guys could do me a favor and just click thumbs up. We have a super chat goal that's active if you guys want to support the channel. Super chats and likes and members and stuff like that really are awesome because it guarantees that you guys will have your questions and comments read. For some reason I'm having a hard time pulling up the chat. So let's see why. Maybe I could fix that really quick. So the extension is active. I want to see why I can't pull up my super chats. It's so strange. So let me see what's going on with that really quick. Because we did get a super chat. And I do want to be able to pull them up on the stream. And I'm no longer using my PC. I'm now running the Ango show live exclusively off my MacBook Pro. So let's see what's going on. Huh. So well, just give me a second, guys. I appreciate your patience. I'm really just trying to have... this work. I don't know why I'm having issues pulling up super chats on here. It is so strange. So hopefully I could figure that out really quick. Do you guys mind being patient for a second while I try to figure this out? Let's see. Huh. I don't know what the issue is. So maybe I'm not going to be able to figure it out. That's a shame. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out why I can't pull up super chats on the stream. It's really bothering me. It's really bothering me. I just can't get this thing to work. And I really want to do it now. I really want to be able to get this working now. Because I have not been able to get it to work on my MacBook. I was able to get it to work on my PC, but on my MacBook, I haven't been able to. So I got that working. Huh. The test worked. Let's see. Maybe this will work. Okay, I got that to work, but now why isn't it not connecting to my YouTube channel? So that's what we got to figure out. Again, I appreciate everybody for your patience. There's no way for me to test this without being live, unfortunately. But trust me, this is going to be a good stream. This is going to be a good one. Okay, we got it working. I think we got it working, guys. I think we got it working. So, I won't be able to pull up those super chats that we just had because now I got it working, but it's okay. Now I know I got it working. So I appreciate you guys for your patience. Dave Mealy, hopefully I pronounced that right. Dave dropped a $4.99 super chat. He says, I actually enjoyed most of last night's SummerSlam, but I have to admit I have to admit I was championship match fatigued about 3 matches in. That's an interesting point, bro. Some people definitely felt that way. Some people definitely felt fatigued. I felt like one of the only issues that I had with SummerSlam in terms of like what they presented was the fact that we saw the issue with so many stipulation matches on SmackDown, from SmackDown on SummerSlam night 2. That was my only thing that I really had an issue with. Honestly, I hate to say it. I hate to admit that. But I definitely feel as if WWE kind of like the TLC match, the Becky match, and then the cage match, like it was a little too much on Saturday. I feel like they could have reshuffled them around a little bit. They chose not to do that, which was kind of strange. But they definitely like that's how I was. I wasn't fatigued by championship matches. I wasn't anything like that. But I definitely felt like SummerSlam offered a great pay-per-view. I really did enjoy SummerSlam, if I'm being honest with you guys. I really, really did. Like genuinely with all my heart, I genuinely enjoyed SummerSlam. So for me, it's like one of those things where I thought the show, the booking, the decisions that were made, I think were all good. The only thing I didn't really care for was the Karrion Kross Sami Zayn match, and it's not that it was badly produced, but I felt like they could have given them an extra 5 minutes. You know, give them an extra 5 minutes on that match would have been nice. That would have been cool. Honestly, I think that would have been what I prefer to see, because one of the things that's really annoying about WWE, and I think a lot of people are going to have a tough time, you know, debating me with this, is like WWE, they're not going to have a tough time debating me on this, is what I mean. But like WWE has the tendency to do this thing where like matches don't get into the full, like the next gear. And Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn was that match. Like had you given them an extra few minutes, maybe they could have done a little bit more to win people over. But yeah, definitely, Dave, I appreciate the super chat, man, and I appreciate your honesty and I appreciate your opinion on this. But just like you, I also enjoyed most of SummerSlam. I just think the 3 stipulation matches back to back to back like definitely played a role into it, which I prefer probably. You know, you could have swapped some things out between Saturday and Friday, or Saturday and Sunday. Tolino Channel dropping 100 Indian rupees. He says the tag team match showed the hunger for the tag titles in the SmackDown division. The night 2 over delivered, but synced in the Brock return. The Brock return's interesting, man. The Brock return is definitely interesting, and I hate to tell you this, Tolino Channel, but the statistic is out. This outrage that's happening with Brock being back, I just have. I'm gonna share a statistic with you guys. I actually sent this to Billy. So the Brock Lesnar return gained 1.5 million views on YouTube, over 70,000 likes, and then 5,030 dislikes. So most of the outrage doesn't really exist. When you look at the the overall situation with WWE, and you look at like bringing Brock back, and you look at social media, you look at the fans in attendance, nobody really has a problem with Brock being back. Honestly, nobody really seems to have a problem with Brock Lesnar being back. So I'm just being honest with you guys. The social media outrage that you're seeing on social media really isn't. It's a lot of it is performative. And that's why I want to talk about this in a much more healthier conversation. Yesterday I went live and I did like an immediate reaction to it, and it was just a short little live stream to talk, But I think today I've really formed an opinion on things, and I think what we're gonna end up talking about is really the conversation of morals and being the moral police. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are going to watch this and may not agree with me, and that's completely fine. I'm not asking everybody to agree with me. But I have personally always had a hard time judging others for morals because I personally have my own morals, and I don't fully expect other people to share the same morals as I do. And so, for me personally, I have always separated the art from the artist. And I think this is where things get a little complicated because if you go on social media, that's not how it works. And I want to be quite honest with you guys. I do not give a flying fuck about cancel culture in the way that a lot of people tend to do it. Because my belief of what cancel culture is probably different from how other people view cancel culture. I personally view cancel culture as holding people accountable. But I also believe in forgiveness, and I also believe that people should be forgiven for their mistakes if they are genuinely sorry for their mistakes. The situation with Brock Lesnar becomes very, very complicated because we, as people who are on the internet, if you log on social media, there is a ton of misinformation on the Janelle Grant lawsuit. There is a ton of narratives being spun, and a lot of people are doing this because of the form of tribalism or cancel culture. There's a lot of people trying to cancel Triple H for just simply being Vince McMahon's son-in-law. Like, dude, it's a complicated situation because I don't think a lot of people are actually doing the research. Now, me personally, the way I view it, from what I have gathered and from what I have seen, there is nothing in this Janelle Grant lawsuit that indicates Brock Lesnar did anything illegally. Now, there is a huge question of moral integrity and ethics, and that conversation is not one that I entertain because me personally, I separate the art from the artist. I personally am one of those people who genuinely believe with all my heart it is not for me to judge somebody over morals because I have different principles and different morals that I follow on my day-to-day basis. I don't agree with the things that were put in that lawsuit 1,000,000%. I definitely 1,000,000,000,000% do not condone any of it, and you will never hear me condone any of those things. But I'm not going to sit here and say, okay, it's illegal, it's this, it's that. No, there's a process legally that is going through a rigorous amount of due process or whatever you want to call it. There is a process in all of this. And I cannot sit here and appear to you guys as a lawyer or some moral police. That's not what I do. It's never been what I've done on YouTube. There's a reason for that, by the way. So just to give you guys some context as to what that is. I'm not a lawyer, and I don't care if you guys have the same morals and beliefs that I do. I cannot judge you for how you view things. And this is the thing, right? I'm watching a TV show and I judge a TV show. That's what I do. So it's rather difficult to talk about the Brock Lesnar situation and say, oh my God, this is bad. I see a lot of people who were doing their TikTok reactions and live stream reactions and then 5 minutes after apologizing for being excited. Like, brother, you were watching a TV show. You got excited for a TV show. I don't expect you to condone, or I don't expect your excitement for a TV show to be absolutely derailed because something that happened in their personal life. Athletes, rappers, all these people. See, this is the thing about moral police. And the reason why I'm even talking about this is there's a lot of things that these rappers be doing, a lot of things that these Hollywood actors be doing. There's a lot of things that all these people be doing that I don't agree with. But I still watch the music, or listen to the music, excuse me. I don't know what the fuck. I still watch the music. I still watch Hollywood TV shows. I still watch sports. But a lot of these people, a lot of these celebrities, they be doing things that I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? So we're having a situation really unfold where I think everybody wants to just chime in and have that outrage. And I get it. I'm not saying they're wrong for it. But I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy to sit here and act like I'm the moral police. I'm sorry. I'm just not. It's not me. It's not going to be me. It's never been that way. There are plenty of people in the professional wrestling business who have done a million things that I do not agree with, or have allegedly done things I do not agree with. And I do not see the outrage. But all of a sudden, anything WWE does, there's an outrage. This is not a conversation about tribalism. This is a conversation of, I don't partake in any of that because I don't care to. And it's not being insensitive, but I am watching a TV show. I am reacting to a TV show. WWE wrestlers are no different than actors. So, Tolino Channel, in your super chat, you make it pretty clear that Brock Lesnar, you felt like the show synced because of Brock Lesnar's return. Well, let's just be perfectly clear here. It's very evident that the paying consumer does not care. I mention it in today's news video as well, the details behind the return. And one of the things that you need to know with the return is that WWE Legal cleared it. Not Triple H, not Nick Khan, it doesn't matter. WWE Legal cleared it. So WWE cleared it. They have a legal team that cleared it. Clearly, there's a reason why. And with allegations and stuff like that, just because there's anything alleged doesn't mean it's, there's a lot of things that have to be proven. So that's one of the things I want to say. But as you guys have seen, the title of today's stream is The End of WWE As You Know It. The reason why you see that as the conversation piece here, some of you guys are, because I know we have this tendency, it does happen quite often actually. I've seen it in the chat where people are like, oh, that's too deep. No, it's not the end of WWE. This isn't the end of WWE, and I'm not going to pretend it is, because again, the paying consumers have made it very clear they're very happy. The end of WWE as you know it is what I like to call WWE no longer giving a fuck about pandering to a specific audience. So just keep that in mind. WWE is no longer pandering to a specific audience. They are not pandering to what many people would probably offer. Well, so the thing is, right? You have the cancel culture mob. You have this, the terminology that I see on Twitter is called the woke mob, right? The people who are always outraged, always mad about something, whatever. I don't want to get too deep into that, but what I do know is that WWE is not pandering or afraid of tackling this head on. WWE very clearly knew what was going to happen. WWE is no longer pandering to people fearful of things. They are taking the UFC approach. They are very much taking the UFC approach. UFC has done that. And are you guys experiencing buffering? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure. This is like the first legitimate time I've started streaming off my MacBook. So I just want to make sure we're not buffering, right? Very bad buffering. Okay, let's see what's going on. I just updated it, so let's see. Are we still buffering? Can you guys confirm? Are we still buffering? Are you guys still experiencing buffering? I'm sorry. I just tried to people are saying I'm good. Some people are saying yes. I just changed my settings in the software, so I just want to make sure. Buffering is gone. Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys. I apologize. I got rid of my computer. I'm working exclusively on my M4 MacBook Pro. And so now everything is like, I just feel a lot more productive working off the laptop. But of course, it is a little bit different when you're live streaming. So this is all new to me. So I appreciate you guys being patient. Adam, I saw your super chat. I'll get to it. WWE, when I say this is the end of WWE as you know it, because WWE is essentially done, like, pandering to shit, you know? This is the end of WWE as you know it, because Triple H and the WWE are taking like some inspiration from UFC. Some people are saying it's like the MAGA movement or this or that. I mean, I don't know what it is, but I know WWE no longer cares about the vocal minority on social media. That's the truth. And Triple H and WWE are very clear on that. With Brock Lesnar returning, not doing a post media scrum, they don't care anymore. They're going to do what they do, and they're not going to let the loud vocal minority try to deter them. Now, what WWE is going to do, especially TKO being a publicly traded company, what they are going to do is they're going to listen to their investors. They're going to pay attention to their advertisers. And as long as they're okay with that, and as long as they clear that, WWE is going to pander to them. But if you think WWE is going to pander to Twitter accounts that are faceless, that's just not happening. Like, that's over with. The era of WWE pandering to that, it's never going to happen again. WWE cares about money. TKO cares about money. And the UFC model has shown them that they can make money without having to pander to people. And so now WWE doesn't fear cancel culture or anything like that. As long as their advertisers are happy and their investors are happy, that's all that matters to them. And TKO has shown that UFC is proof that they can get away with it. So WWE is going to get away with it too. Adam dropped a $5 super chat. He says, well, Ango, I know Brock's back, but what's next? Vince McMahon returns to WWE. I mean, with all this drama going on, look, guys, just calm down and watch. So I think this is a phenomenal question. I want to I want to put this on here. Give me a second. What a great question, dude. Like, honestly. Give me a second just to make sure we're not okay. Yeah, we're still not buffering. Okay, cool. Let me just refresh this really quick. Sorry, guys. Thank you all, by the way. We have tons of viewers in here, so I do appreciate you guys. Could Vince McMahon actually return to the WWE? I don't know. That's an interesting question. What's next for Vince McMahon? Could Vince McMahon actually return to the WWE? I mean, anything is possible, but I do know one thing. TKO probably wouldn't bring back Vince McMahon with the way things are going, just because creatively WWE has been very good. TKO, as far as leadership, has been very good. Obviously, with Brock Lesnar returning to the company, a lot of people think, okay, WWE is going to bring back Vince. I don't think that's the case. I think the Vince McMahon allegations and then the allegations made against Brock are kind of different. I think you're looking at something that's more of a legal issue versus something that's more of like a moral and ethic issue. But of course, the idea or the notion that Vince McMahon could return, I always say never say never. But WWE just genuinely doesn't care anymore, bro. It's like I was saying, like WWE has moved on and they don't care about cancel culture. They're not worried about what the loud vocal minority on Twitter is saying. If they wanted to bring back Vince, they would. I don't think they would do it because TKO knows that Vince McMahon is genuinely bad for business. I think they know what they can get away with before they do it. So the likelihood of Vince McMahon ever returning is just very unlikely. But of course, you never know. Is that fair? Is that fair? I think that's a fair response. Yeah, the wrestling old head. I'm gonna pull up your chat too. Shout out to Adam for the super chat, bro. I appreciate it. Adam had a really interesting comment. Adam said something. What he's sorry, not Adam. The wrestling old head said, didn't UFC bring back John Jones after his allegations and even want to bring back Conor McGregor after his allegations? Yeah, Conor McGregor is back in the testing pool. And there's been some very serious allegations with Conor McGregor. So just because they're allegations, you know what I mean? It's a tough situation. Very tough situation. Very tough. I don't know. Like but UFC is proof. It's very clear UFC is proof that they just don't care. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying that's the truth. And I know Trevon Womakis is bringing it up in the chat. He's talking about Enzo Amore. Enzo Amore was one of those guys. It was very clear. Like, those allegations hit, and they hit hard. And then when Enzo Amore was in his situation, it came out that he was wrongfully accused. He wasn't even guilty. And that became a whole ordeal. And that was WWE pandering to cancel culture. And I just want to be perfectly clear because this is quite the conversation. And we are talking about some intense stuff. I see a lot of people talking about WWE being on the side of MAGA, whatever it may be. Politically speaking, I've been very clear about this for years. I do not have interest in your political beliefs, and you shouldn't have issues or interest in mine. Personally speaking, when it comes to politics and stuff like that, I think that is sensitive stuff. I think that is personal stuff. And I do not judge people based on their political beliefs. And I know some people do judge people on political beliefs. But me personally, I take the approach of, I'm here to build a community surrounded about wrestling, not about politics. And I think what it really comes down to is that when it comes to professional wrestling, if WWE is leaning towards the MAGA side of things, I don't care. Because if they're leaning towards the other side of things, I don't know what that would be. I don't know what they call that. But if they were, I also would not care. What I would care about is if WWE is making a product that I enjoy watching. That's it. That's it. I don't care who they voted for. I don't care. I watch a TV show. I treat it like any other TV show and any other movie. I don't watch a Marvel movie and say, okay. I don't watch the Superman movie and say, okay, well, who did James Gunn vote for? You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's just not the way I conduct myself. It's not. I don't sit there and watch the NBA and say, who did LeBron James vote for? I don't care. I like to watch good basketball. I like to watch good wrestling. I like to watch good movies. So politically speaking, it's not of any interest to me. But yes, obviously we're not dumb. Dana White is friends with Donald Trump. The UFC is bringing a fight card to the White House. Dana White doesn't care about cancel culture. Therefore, TKO Endeavor, they don't care about cancel culture. Look at what's happening with WWE. They are transitioning into that phase. That's why this is the end of WWE as you know it, because WWE is no longer pandering to the overall loud vocal minority. Most people, by the way, let me just be very clear about this, because I think this is an important part of the conversation that doesn't often get brought up upon on these live streams, is I am the average fan. Some people will not agree with that statement, but I am an average fan. It so happens that me talking about wrestling is a blessing because I get to do it as a full-time job. I have never taken it for granted. I have always believed, this is always true, I have always believed with all my heart, as a religious man, anything good that comes my way, God could take it away from me at any point in time. I am very aware of that. I am very blessed that the job I have is an amazing job, and it's a job that I absolutely love and absolutely am passionate about. And I have come to the point, as somebody who's a content creator, and I get to do this full time, and eventually starting a family and all of these things that I have planned, right? I am very aware, as a man of religion, that God could take it all away from me. And for that reason, I want to enjoy my job. I hate social media. It's the hardest part about being a social media content creator full time. Why do I hate social media? I don't need people to tell me how to think. I don't need people to tell me what is right or what is wrong. I have the capacity in my brain to make my own decisions to know different from right or wrong. I don't need people telling me what is good or bad in the world. I know. I don't need somebody telling me to not watch AEW or to watch AEW, and I don't need somebody telling me to watch WWE and not watch WWE. I personally love watching professional wrestling, and I love the ability to get online and talk about it in a manner where I get to share my thoughts and opinions and communicate with you guys and be able to do this, right? I am not sitting here to tell you, because Brock Lesnar's back or WWE's learning toward MAGA, oh my God, you shouldn't watch WWE. You have your own morals, you have your own thoughts, you have your own beliefs. You guys can make that decision for yourself. Why is it that every single live stream I have seen in the last 24 hours, everybody, you have people who have literally, they do reactions on TikTok for YouTube or whatever, and they're reacting to the Brock Lesnar thing, and they get super excited about it. They're super excited about it. And then immediately after, they have to go on Twitter and make a 300-character apology because they were excited about Brock Lesnar coming back. No, man. You don't have to apologize that you were excited for a return in professional wrestling. There is a difference. You can talk about something and get excited about something on TV while also not agreeing with the things that are being done. I'm sorry. It's just the truth, bro. It's ridiculous. It has become so ridiculous, and that's why I don't like social media. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. Let me give you a fucking perfect example of how social media is so fucking annoying. This dude on Twitter constantly fucking tweets me about shit. Ready? Mercedes says what she can't. They are true ride or dies. Now to all the pedophiles, isn't it inhumane for WWE just to not let her go? I'm sure Ango will be saying how much it's so lame that they're holding her hostage, right? All because Mercedes Moné posted lyrics to Bayley's Hugger theme song. Have you lost your goddamn fucking mind, bro? Why are you guys tweeting me shit like this? Why are you so personally impacted by AEW versus WWE conversation, bro? Shut the fuck up and enjoy what you enjoy. Stop getting mad at me if I don't enjoy the same things you enjoy. I'm sorry, dog, but that's crazy. That's crazy. And these are the same fuckers who ain't watching my content and they don't know that I've been praising AEW 2025. Like, dog, social media is a fucking cancer. It's a fucking joke. It's such a joke. And WWE no longer pandering to the vocal minority. I kind of don't blame them because nothing is genuine. Everybody just be sitting there tweeting random shit like they're fucking angry at the world, bro. It makes no sense. Stop being so angry at everything. Like, I watch wrestling, bro. Wrestling. I watch a wrestling show that's scripted entertainment. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Today I might like it, tomorrow I might not like it. Don't get mad at me because I don't share the same viewpoints on wrestling as you, bro. It's so strange. It's such a weird fucking concept. And so therefore, you see a lot of people, they're doing these reactions to Brock Lesnar, and they're fucking pandering to these people. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's like people are afraid to enjoy the wrestling they want because other people on the internet are telling them it's bad. It's so cancerous. It's so annoying, man. And it takes the enjoyment out of it. As somebody who came into watching AEW on day one and going to pay-per-views and all this stuff, I was like, damn, this is amazing. Like, this is the greatest thing for 3 fucking years, bro. I enjoyed it a lot. Where do you think a lot of the cancer and sourness came from, bro? AEW grew, I grew, and as more time went on, the more audience I get, okay, the same criticisms I had day one are now being a little bit louder and people are pissed at you for it. It makes no sense. It's a lose-lose situation pandering to people, bro. That's why I always say enjoy what you want. That's why this is the end of WWE as you know it, because they are full circle. Like, they are full-fledged, ready to just fucking do their own thing and they don't care. Whether it's right or wrong, that's up to you guys to decide, but WWE no longer cares. WWE will make controversial decisions. They will continue to do that. They're no longer going to shy away from it. They're no longer going to shy away from it. That's the truth. I know there was another super chat. I read Adam's, so let me see what is going on here. All right, the chat is moving up too fast. Sorry, Cornell. Yeah, man, you're the chat is moving very quickly, so I do apologize. But Cornell Bryant dropped to $4.99. He says, "Look how many times Triple H appeared on TV this weekend. For people to say that he has no say in anything, it's all TKO. It's major shielding from them. He's their DW." So I will tell you, the thing about Triple H is they need a Dana White. That's what it is. Nick Khan, Ari Emanuel, Mark Shapiro, they're not going to be the Dana White for WWE. They need Triple H to be their Dana White. And it makes sense. To be honest with you, it makes sense. I know this is going to sound crazy, but in the world of professional combat sports, every company has one. Every company has one. Triple H is the guy for WWE. Carlos Silva is the guy for TNA. Tony Khan is obviously the guy for AEW. PFL has their own guy. I forgot something. Davis. BKFC has their CEO, and then they also have Conor McGregor being the face of that. They do it, bro. Every company does it. I'm just being honest. Every company has it. So I just want to be clear on that, bro. Cornell, I understand where you're coming from. But it's not Triple H having a say. Triple H is the fall guy. Triple H is the fall guy because if anything goes wrong, they can blame Triple H. Just like with the UFC, they could blame Dana White. And just so you're aware, they very well could do that. That's just the truth. That's why it's such a crazy situation when you look at WWE, just so you guys are aware, when you look at WWE, Triple H is the fall guy. At any point in time, if they don't want, if something goes wrong, they don't like something happens, it's easy to blame Triple H. But Triple H is their Dana White. And every MMA company has it. Bellator had it with Scott Coker. Like, this is not out of the realm. You wouldn't understand it if you don't watch combat sports, but every combat sports has, Adam Silver is the commissioner for the NBA. And when it comes to the big events or tournaments or finals or whatever, he's there in the crowd. Like, they trust me, it's no different. They're going to put Triple H out there 1,000,000%. That's why when you watch these videos, if you guys follow Triple H on Twitter, there's videos of Triple H interacting with people behind the scenes. They do it on purpose. They want everybody to know Triple H is their Dana White. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I personally don't mind it because to me, it's just, it is what it is. I guess I'm just used to it from watching other combat sports. Excuse me. The chat is going crazy, so that's why I couldn't pull up Cornell's super chat. Let's see. I don't want to filter. Okay. Interesting. Was there another super chat? I felt like I saw another one, but I didn't. And I don't want to skip it. I apologize. I'm so lost, bro. Dropped a $5 super chat. Is that Australian $5? I think so. Let's take a little search, right? Guys, we're just chill. This is, yeah, that's okay, cool. Shout out to I'm So Lost, bro. He says, "Hey, Ango, go look at Andrew Baydala's post. Some dude made a post about him and his son, and some guy be like, address the elephant in the room." I like Andrew Baydala, so let's take a look. We follow each other on Twitter. Andrew Baydala is awesome, by the way. I don't see the tweet that you're referring to, my friend. What's the issue? I'm so lost, bro. Thank you for the super chat, but I don't see the context to the tweet. You're going to tag me on X? Okay, cool. Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I swear, honestly, I have no idea what the hell happened with that. Interesting. I see the tweet. I see his tweet posting photos or whatever with his son, but okay, yeah, that's interesting. But thank you. I'm so lost, bro. I appreciate your super chat. If you could tag me, that'd be cool, just so I could see it. Because I don't see it. What I do see in the chat, though, is a lot of people trying to tell me AEW, this, that, whatever. I don't care, man. I hate to tell you this. I don't care. I like what AEW is doing right now. There's some things they're doing good, and there's some things they're doing bad. Oh, wow. What a shocker. It's like every company. It's just weird. I find it so weird that people got to tell me what I like and stuff. You know, it's just fucking 6 years ago, bro. That was still same thing. People were doing it, you know. But a lot of people tend to say stuff on social media and stuff and then not have repercussions for it too. So that's why you can't really buy too much into what people say. Inbox. Okay, cool. Oh, I didn't get it. I'm so lost, bro. Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't get it. I didn't get it. Sent on inbox. No, Nats fan, not you, brother. Not you. It's not you. Somebody literally put in the chat, Ango's a bitch for not watching AEW. And I saw that. I said, wow, that's crazy. Pretty crazy. Oh, I see the tweet now. In regards to what? I don't own the company nor make business decisions regarding it. Bro, like, it's so weird, man. Shout out to Andrew Bedala. I like that guy a lot. I think he's when it comes to wrestling stuff, I'm not always gonna agree with his opinions and stuff, but I like him. He carries himself very well. He does a lot of cool stuff, and I appreciate that. I like seeing that, and he seems like a family man too, which I am as well. So I like that a lot. But yeah, man, it's we're definitely at an interesting time period. We're definitely at an oops. We're definitely in an interesting time period when it comes to, dude, I think me and this microphone have to have a freaking cage match or something. I think we're just in an interesting time period with wrestling, bro. It's everything is argumentative. And I hope you guys know, especially moving forward too, like this is a promise I'm going to make to you guys. I love professional wrestling. I love talking about it. I'm not going to argue with you guys about professional wrestling. Please understand, like, moving forward, like, these live streams, I want to be chill and relax and just go live and talk. I don't want to have some crazy structure. I don't want to have some crazy format. I don't want to sit here and have to fucking argue about shit. I just want to sit and chat about wrestling with you guys, man. And if you guys like that kind of thing, please, like, you know, just understand that, like, I appreciate you guys a lot, genuinely. And I don't want to, like, the thing is, it's like, I get so annoyed with social media and the way things are because it's largely due to the fact that it's just so cancerous, bro. It's everybody just has to argue about something. I don't want to argue with you about wrestling. I'm not trying to debate with you about wrestling. What even got me into wrestling was TNA. Like, well, obviously WWE, but like doing YouTube and stuff, it was always TNA. And then it's like 2025, WWE and TNA are in partnership, and people who don't know me, they're like, you're just saying this because it's WWE. It's like, bro, kiss my ass. You don't fucking know a goddamn thing. Like, stop trying to argue. Stop trying to be so mad. And like, it's like, why can't we just talk about wrestling and talk about what we enjoy or don't enjoy? And I appreciate you guys, man. Like, I see Nats fan constantly coming into the chat. Mike, who is an awesome mod, bro. Like, Tanya became a member yesterday. Like, we have so many cool people that come through, and I appreciate you guys. Shoe Connoisseur asked, by the way, says, did you and Billy go to Raw in Detroit? No, I didn't. But also, the reason why I didn't was because this is going to sound so crazy. But for me to go to a wrestling show, I honestly stopped enjoying it. I stopped enjoying going to wrestling shows. Last time I went to AEW in Detroit, I did not enjoy myself. And last time I went to WWE in Detroit, I didn't really enjoy myself. The only wrestling shows that I go to that I have a very good time in is honestly TNA. But it's also hard because for me, it's like I work. I cover this stuff. I work. So for me, I personally want to do more of that kind of thing. I definitely want to do more of the coverage and TikToks and stuff, which, by the way, if you guys aren't following me on TikTok, I have made huge strides in the last 3 months. I'm already at 21.9K followers, and we're making huge strides over there. So for me, instead of watching Raw in Detroit, I just choose to stay home, pull up the laptop, pull up Peacock, Netflix, whatever, watch my wrestling, make my videos. And I am getting to the point where it's not going to happen all the time, guys. I don't want to have a set schedule for like night reviews, but I do want to bring back the review post shows. And I think we will do that for tonight, Raw on Netflix. So, if you guys are interested in that, I will go live after WWE Raw. It seems like we fixed the buffering issues, right? So if you guys can confirm with me that the buffering issues are fixed, that'd be great. Because I do miss doing more lives. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I did get another super chat. I'll read that in just a second. So give me, where is the super chat? I just saw it. Yeah, and Digital Films dropped a super chat, and I will read this in a second. But so I want to throw it up before I forget it because the chat is moving relatively fast. Moving forward on the live streams, there is no guarantee that you guys will see Billy on my channel. So I want to address this really quick. It has, because obviously I know a lot of you guys will come Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Me and Billy talk about wrestling, and I love it. It's a very big part. My number one goal was to help Billy as much as possible because I enjoyed talking about wrestling with Billy. Billy is doing some really good stuff right now, like on TikTok and YouTube, and he's growing and it's good. Our schedules are really hard to align. And it's not fair for me to, unfortunately, have Billy under some sort of commitment when I want him to do what's best for himself. So nothing happened. There's no drama. You guys will see Billy from time to time, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know what I mean? For sure, whenever we can get together, we will. But what would end up happening is our schedules wouldn't align. And it was very, very difficult to get Billy on at 12 p.m. And then it's like, well, I can't get on at 12 p.m. Like maybe he could, but now I can't. And so having that level of commitment to make somebody else do it while also trying to get them to pursue it on their own is huge. Me and Billy talk every day, bro. We talk about wrestling literally every single day. When we have an opportunity to go live together, we will. I promise you guys. You know what I mean? But he's doing watch-alongs. I do reviews and opinions. He's doing watch-alongs. His watch-alongs take up a lot of time. And then, by the way, he's got to have a work-life balance too. So there's no issue. There's no beef. There's nothing there that you guys got to worry about. Obviously, I brought up Billy on for a very specific reason. And the fact that Billy's now able to like actually do this and like I'm very happy for him. So, like I said, there's no bad blood. There's no issue there. We probably will, from time to time, have live streams together. Hopefully, you know. But I can't demand Billy to be on a live stream every single day, and then while he's trying to pursue his own thing, while also having a work-life balance, that kind of thing. So just that's why. So please don't get mad at the fact or anything like that. That's not the issue. There is no issue between us. And when he's able to make it, he can make it, you know. And listen, there's a chance that maybe eventually his schedule gets a little bit better where we could make it happen. You know. So hopefully that kind of thing is there. But if you guys like somebody who does watch-alongs, Billy does them. And hey, listen, you know, maybe an opportunity. Me and Billy had talked about it before, but maybe an opportunity would be when he does a watch-along, maybe I'll join him. Like, my schedule works better during the day. His schedule kind of works better during the night. So when he does a watch-along, maybe I could join him for that, you know. But it's just a matter of making things there. It's just about making things happen together when we can. And this way, there's no force of like, hey, you have to be here, you don't have to be here, that kind of thing. Same thing with Phil. Like, I really like Phil. You know what I mean? If we can get together where it makes sense on the schedule, sure. You know, it's just a matter of I want everybody. Like, I don't want pressure for somebody to be on there to do a live show. You know, it is what it is. Hopefully, we get to that point where you know we could come back together and that would be fun. In Digital Films dropped a $6.99 Canadian dollar super chat. He says Gunther turning face next would be great. Jacob Fatu feels like his future rival, and Lesnar could help elevate both of them now. Oh. Let me tell you, brother. Let me tell you. 1,000,000%. If you're looking at feuds, Gunther wants the Brock Lesnar match. He will probably get the Brock Lesnar match. I know Jacob Fatu versus Lesnar would be insane. Obviously. Lesnar could elevate both of them. And Brock Lesnar's he's not really needed in 2025, bro. He's not really needed in 2025. So if you're going to use him, yes, sir, you better go and use him. Lesnar versus Obafemi, like, there is a lot of things that you can do to make that happen, for sure. Like, there's a lot of things, and there's a lot of benefits to it. Personally speaking, like, as a talent, obviously, we could find the live streams and videos. Brock Lesnar as a talent is always one of my favorites. But Brock Lesnar as a talent also, like, just constantly being forced down our throat with the booking, it's annoying. So if they don't book Brock Lesnar good on this return, it's just like, you're probably not going to make me want to watch Brock Lesnar. And I don't really think we need Brock Lesnar, to be honest, because we have Braun Breaker, we got Obafemi, we got these big guys coming in and killing it. So it is something to definitely pay attention to, for sure. Definitely something to pay attention to. But I don't think, as of right now, I don't think it's something that we have to necessarily be worried about. Just being honest. Like, Gunther versus Lesnar could happen. Who knows? Maybe they're just bringing in Brock Lesnar versus Cena, and that's it. We'll see. We'll see how they go about it. That's a crazy part of it. Are we having more issues with the mic? I don't know if we're having technical issues because I'm only working off the MacBook now. So it's an interesting time period for your man. Honestly, it is so interesting working off this. Oh, from earlier, yeah. And I appreciate you guys too, just being patient. I really want to do these live streams consistently, and I just want to make sure they work, honestly. Like, that's a big thing, is like, a big thing for me is making sure the live streams work. Nobody like, I don't know if you guys realize this, but I love going live. Like, I genuinely love going live. And so it's like always tough when I can't go live. And that's probably one of the big issues, like, with me and Billy. Like, if we don't have the same schedule and we can't make it work, then it's like, I don't want to skip a live stream, but then I end up skipping a live stream. So now it's kind of like, moving forward, I could just kind of do my thing. And if he's able to make it, he's able to make it. Not a big deal. Shout out to In Digital Films, by the way. I appreciate you, man. Like, I really do. I really appreciate you guys. And the super chats and stuff. If you guys have any more super chats, that would be really dope. Glenn Sullivan is a member on the channel, and he says, I'm opening a wrestling-centered restaurant, and I would like to have your live chats on. Brother, that would be huge. Call me. Hit me up on social media or email me. I have my contact info in the bio for YouTube. And, yeah. Would you ever do auditions for a hosting role? Man, if people want to join the live stream, dude, people don't realize Billy had 0 subscribers, and I still brought on Billy. Obviously, I know Billy in real life, and he's passionate about stuff. But, like, I don't care about people having a channel size or anything. If people want to talk about wrestling, like, I want to talk about wrestling with people, bro. That's what I love to do. That's what I love to do. And I could do the call-ins, and I like the idea of doing call-ins, and we tested it out. But, dude, we were getting flooded with 400 calls. I can't manage that. I need a producer for something like that. I literally could not manage that on my own. I don't know if you guys knew that, but trying to take live calls is very difficult. It is not an easy task to take live calls. I thought it would be a lot easier. But I didn't realize we'd get flooded with calls. So I would love to. I love live streaming, bro. And that's why I'm so proud of Billy too, because I always wanted Billy to, like, Yeah, it's great being on the show, and we would go live on my channel and his channel and stuff, and that's cool. But I really wanted Billy to also like make content and stuff, and he started making content. And he started doing watch alongs, and people love his watch alongs, and it's huge, man. And when it comes to wrestling, I want to be everywhere. I want to be doing everything with wrestling, like so live contents and shorts and YouTube and this and that and TikTok, like everything's a big focus, and it's huge for me, man. Yeah, yeah. Billy's channel is at Billy TKO. Yeah. But who knows if other people want to join in and come up with a show, like definitely possible, bro. Definitely possible. A lot of people are interested in Raw tonight. Yeah, me too. So that's why I kind of like, man, maybe I should go live after Raw tonight. Like I would like to. I would like to go live after Raw and talk about Raw. It would be really fun. And I think for me, like when it comes to Raw tonight, I mean, you got to see the fallout with Liv Morgan. Like, does she return tonight? Like, what's the plan there? Is Brock Lesnar on SmackDown and is he on both? CM Punk got cashed in on. Seth Rollins. There's a lot of stuff to get excited about. So yeah, I'm excited. We need to get Ango on Sirius XM, dude. I agree with you. And that's, I mean, really, I know like people aren't gonna like this, but my goal is to eventually, see what else is out there. I love my show. Maybe the mic should be positioned right there. Yeah. I love my show, dude. I love being able to have my own live show. I love being able to talk about wrestling. If there was ever an opportunity to do it somewhere else, you never know. Maybe that would be the case. We did hit our super chat goal, by the way, so I do appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Need Angle to do more combat sports. My man. It'd be fucking sick. That's for sure. And it's crazy because now, like on TikTok, like things are blowing up on TikTok like every day, which is awesome. Like I'm very happy about that. It would be nice. It would be nice. It'd be nice to build a team around the Ango show. But it's hard, man. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult. But what's not difficult is having the Ango show live with you guys because this stream had several hundred viewers. This stream had we hit our super chat goal. You know, all I know is moving forward, it's just me solo. That's all I know. And it's like I definitely want to build a team around. I want co-hosts that could be permanent. You know what I mean? That would be great. And I would love for Billy to be permanent, but it's just not possible, bro. And that's why I said it's not a bad thing at all. There's no bad blood. There's nothing. There's not literally not an issue. If he could join, he could join. It's just the schedules, And to expect somebody to commit to this, like it's crazy. It's a lot of work. I don't think people realize how much work is, is part of this for sure. What just happened? Oh, that was crazy. Oh man, am I a GCW guy? Yeah, I love GCW. I just don't like all the deathmatch stuff, but like GCW has some good stuff from time to time. Um, yeah, the Zilla and Ricochet thing is crazy. Ricochet helping Bully Ray is crazy. You guys saw that? House of Glory? Wild. Unbelievable. Why are you guys saying Cross is done? Wait till we find out what's really happened. Nah, Cross probably won't go to AEW. Do I watch Fourth Rope Wrestling? Fuck yeah, I do. Fourth Rope is sick, dude. Smoked Izza and West Side Gun. They got some cool shit happening, bro. Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys. We're over an hour. I got some more content to get out. But maybe I'll be back live after Raw. If you guys are interested in that. Can you guys give me a thumbs up in the chat if you want me to go live after Raw tonight? Is that a possibility? Is that what you guys want? You got to give me a thumbs up in the chat, though. I only do it if you guys want it, man. That would be ideal. All right, bet. Yep, I see you, chat. I see you. Okay, cool. Works with me. Love it. We'll do that. I'll be back. Probably after Raw. And then I'll have some more content on the way. If you guys aren't following me on TikTok either, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok because I am there live on TikTok. And shout out to Darth Bane coming through with a last minute super chat for $1.99. And he says, thank you for all you do. Shout out to Darth Bane. I appreciate you, brother. It means a lot. More content on the way. And let's build the live experience better, bro. Let's build the live experience better. I really just want to do this and hopefully we can all have a good time. And when you guys show up and we really build this thing, it's going to be great. So I appreciate you guys. And I apologize, by the way. I don't know. Am I supposed to be looking at the camera the entire time? I feel like that's kind of weird. But I'm just kind of like sitting here reading the chat the entire time and looking down the entire time. Hopefully that's not a bad thing. I don't know. I'm tripping. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming through. I'll see you guys next time.